At the time, I felt like I lost everything that I loved. And because of that, I lost all perspective in who I was and where I was going with my life.
Nobody will do it for you. Trying to tell these cats, but I let them do their thing. If you ain't innovating, you'll regurgitating. Don't make me expose you to them folks that don't know you. You gotta do you, cause nobody will do it for you. Trying to tell these cats, but I let them do their thing.
What is going on, my friends? Welcome to Knowledge to Live By. I am Rogelio Diaz, and today we are going to discuss how I went from alcoholic to influencer. Stay tuned, my friends. Let's get it. Pop. So this is the foundation that I had to start with, guys, when I started this whole spiritual journey. I was 22, broke, just lost my job because of a back injury, so I couldn't work anymore. I found out my girlfriend was cheating on me, which I loved, man, and everything just went crashing down. I got a DUI. I got a DUI that cost me $10,000. I was so dependent on my parents. I mean, think about this, guys. You're 22, and your parents are giving you a $40 allowance a week. You know how degrading that is as a man? You know, I'm the oldest in my family, so coming from a Hispanic culture, I'm supposed to take care of my parents. It's supposed to be the opposite, you know. I'm supposed to give them an allowance. So I started right there, guys. I was hanging out with the wrong people. Negative influences, drinking, partying. I was drinking every other day. I was playing Xbox, just wasting my life, wasting my time, drifting with no purpose. The only thing that kept me on my feet was bodybuilding. I loved working out. I was working out 6 days a week with a partner, and it's just where I took out all my aggression, all the pain that I felt. I left it all on the table there at the gym, and it worked for some time, up until a point where I woke up one day. Well, the night before, actually, I went to sleep, and I was drinking, and I asked myself, is this going to be the rest of my life? Will I ever stop drinking? Because again, I was drinking every other day, just trying to numb the pain from everything that was going on in my life. I felt like a failure. Just so much pain, you know, like a disappointment to my parents. It was just so many things that life threw at me at the time, and I couldn't handle it, man. So I went to liquor. I even tried other drugs. And again, it was just a downward slippery slope that put me in an even deeper depression. So I woke up the next morning, right? And something just clicked. I'm like, you know what? If this is going to be my life, then I'm going to at least do something to better myself every day. I didn't accept it. I said, I promised myself that I was going to learn at least one new thing every day to try to better myself. And I did. I was on YouTube, and I came across this video called Why I Have No Friends. And at the time, I lost all my friends, guys. Like they just dipped out on me, and it was just me, man. And that really caused a trust issue from there on out with other people for a long time. So I ran into this video by Jay McPherson, Why I Have No Friends. Little did I know, that was my first mentor. That video lit a fire up under my ass, dude. So I became obsessed from watching that video. I became obsessed with learning. I became obsessed with knowledge. I became obsessed with bettering my life. I was just so fed up of the same bullshit every day, eating like garbage, heading nowhere in life, feeling sorry for myself, playing the victim. And that changed everything. From there on out, I started learning. I got close with my mentor, and he gave me a free promo code to all his courses. So the course that really helped me take off, was I'm gonna do it, that's it, period. I took his course. I literally locked myself in my room for 3 days, writing notes, doing the activities in the course. And because of that, I realized my purpose. See, before I failed being a trainer. The first time I attempted to be a personal trainer, I failed. But I realized that I was afraid because I didn't have confidence in myself. But now I actually built up some confidence in myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go again. I'm going to try it again. This is what I was meant to do. So I went to school again while I was posting. I was trying to be an influencer at the same time. I actually, one night when I was drinking, I did a poll on Instagram. I'm like, guys, let me know if you would like for me to make videos and post things on here, right? Post content. And I was just messing around, to be honest. But people voted and they said, yeah. I couldn't believe the response that I received back, the feedback from just doing that. And I realized, like, hey, people actually want to hear what I have to say. So I started making posts while I was going to school. But again, that video course, I'm going to do it. That's it, period, by Jay McPherson. That was what gave me that momentum to just propel to the next stage of my life. So I went to school. I was posting on social media. I was trying to live this life as an influencer and a trainer. I got my certification. As you heard from my last video, I met a business partner there. We teamed up. I manifested the personal training studio. And everything was just taking off, man. But you have to understand how much shit I went through before that stage in my life, before I went to school to be a trainer. Before I took that leap of faith, I was scared, man. I was so afraid. The doubt, the anxiety was creeping up. But at that time, what saved me was the knowledge. I knew too much to fail. And I realized that, like, the more that I did, while I was still afraid and I saw that I could overcome it, the more confidence I started to gain. And I'm like, you know what? That's bullshit. I can do anything. And I started to really believe that. And I started doing things that I never thought I could do. But it all started with that foundation that I just told you about from the beginning, where I was just nobody, man. Just an alcoholic, just drifting through life. But I went out there, I chased my dreams, I made it a reality. I was at that studio for 1 year. I learned so much within that year about myself, about business, about life. And I applied everything that I knew, and I was still learning. As I was at the studio, I was still listening to audio, still reading books, buying courses, and learning from my own experiences. So you take all of that, all that pain, all that experience, all those moments, those dark moments, and here we are now. You see, what I realized, guys, what fuels me to be an influencer is to know that I'm going to be able to help out so many people that went through the same shit that I did. But this time, they'll have someone next to them to help them, to let them know that they're going to make it out, that they can overcome any situation that they're going through. And that's why I do what I do. Like, I had a mentor, but that was on YouTube. I had nobody by me, nobody to listen to. And that's why I want to create products and courses to help others, man. To help them be their own light, just like I had to become my own light. And I know there's a lot of people out there trying to do the same thing, and I have so much respect for them, because they really are trying to change the world. And that's just part of the story, like now here we are, fast forward 4 years later, and I'm doing it. Here I am again. But again, most people don't know I went through all that. They don't know that I failed to be a personal trainer and an influencer the first time I tried. But I just kept going. I kept going so many times where I wanted to give up. So many times where I just wanted to say, fuck this, man, I'm done. What's the point? Like, if you would have seen me on certain nights, guys, like coming back from the studio, just breaking down, asking God, asking life, why am I going through this? Am I meant to just suffer the rest of my life? Not realizing that everything was preparing me for where I am now. I've been yelled at. I've been screamed at. I've been cursed at. I've been just told nasty things, guys. Just bogus shit. I took it all, and it fueled the shit out of me. And that's how I went from alcoholic to influencer, guys. Everything I went through in the last 4 years made me who I am now. And there are some things that I wish I would have done better. But it doesn't matter. Because the person that I am now is a fucking savage, man. I overcame alcoholism. I overcame addiction. I've done so many things that made me so powerful, so omnipotent in my own way. And that's why I'm here to tell you to live your dreams and to keep going, to have that conversation with yourself, just as I did, and decide that no matter what life throws at you, you're going to keep going. You're going to keep pushing until you get what you want out of life, until you get your results, until you get your dream life. You're never going to quit. You're never going to stop, no matter who the fuck says anything about you. It's all on you. Don't let other people infiltrate your mind, your emotions. You have to live for you. You have to be the best you. Alright, guys? Thank you so much for listening. I love you all. I love all the comments, the likes, the people that subscribe, people that just watch. Thank you, man. Thank you. I do it for you. There is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Don't be afraid to be your own light. Never be afraid to guide yourself, to lead yourself, bro. You're powerful. Until next time, life was meant to be enjoyed.